We are in front of an impressive fort, Jaisalmer Fort in Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. This is the last stop of the Rajasthan trip. Started from Udaipur, Chittorgarh, Bundi, Jaipur, Jodhpur, and then this is the final one. And it's an impressive fort. It is built on about 200 feet hill, and it is one of the largest forts in India. It was built by King Rawal Jaisal in 1156 AD. So it's a 12th century fort, and then later on they added fortifications. The fort has a checkered history. It was under Mughal control for a long time, then it came under Rajput control, and then finally when India became independent it was under Rajput king, and it was dissolved into India. So let's explore traditional instrument player in the entrance of the gate of this fort. Very old man, and he has typical turban that these men wear. Gate number 2 that we are entering through is called Suraj Pole or Sun Gate. This is where we came from. So this plaque here tells the history of this fort. This fort is also called Golden Fort or Sonar Kila, and the reason is the yellow sandstone was used for the fort. The fortification wall is about 5 kilometers in circumference and about 2 to 3 meters in thickness, and it has imposing 99 bastions, I think buruj in Marathi. It also says there are 2 walls, they run parallel, fortification walls, and they have a gap of 2 to 4 meters in between them, used for moving the troops around when there was an attack on the fort. And let's see, it was started by Maharaval Jaisal, the king, in 1156, and it says it took 7 years to build. So it says fort has witnessed a number of battles with Alauddin Khilji, Tughlaq, Mughals, and other Rathore rurals. And the cannons lying on the bastions and stone walls found on the battlements speak of their bravery. And the noteworthy monuments include royal palaces. There are temples. Noteworthy is Lakshmi Narayan Temple, Ratneshwar Mahadev Temple, Surya Temple, and group of Jain temples. So yeah, it was a city by itself in olden times. This is the last gate that lets you in the fort, and it's called Hawa Pole or Wind Gate. And as you can see, there's also a flag that represents this king, this kingdom. You can see the so-called jharokas on the structures there. You see that all over here as well. Very ornate, very beautiful, very Rajput style. And this is where we came from. There are vendors displaying their quilts, very Indian quilts along the way. So I am in the 2nd or 3rd level of the fort here, and this particular structure is called Tripolia or 3 poles or 3 gates. It leads into the Gaj Mahal or the residence of the king. So that's what it says, Tripolia. See here, palace from this point looks like this, and it's a big hall here, and it leads to these 3 Beautiful windows, big ones. You can see the city down below. All like brick houses. Images, photos of the royalty. So Jaisalmer, so the founder of this fort, Maharaja Jaisalmer, 1156 AD, 1167 AD, founder of Jaisalmer, and so on. This is part of Gajavilas, or the royal abode, and it is distinguished by these tiles, colorful tiles. Otherwise, it seems to be pretty simple place. One of the most colorful places, or Rangamahal, actually, the palace of color, that where kings and queens they used to relax, and it is full of exquisite colors, and you can see the gold that literally reflects a lot of light. Very beautifully decorated, painted. There is a statue of Lord Srinath here. Picture of the palace with the fortification, flowers. It also opens to the city, golden city, what they used to call. And you can see the Rajput style framework around this columns here. And you can see a lot of gold. All the ceilings are painted nicely. Another picture here of the palace. We are on terrace, and the last those palace rooms where king used to live, they lead to this terrace, and it's a beautiful view, panoramic view of Jaisalmer, the golden city. And what I can tell is there's a palace called Pato Ki Haveli. This is how the scene from the terrace looks like. So the flag that I saw from the bottom, you can see it flying high right here, and you can easily see how one gets into the fort right here. This is the entrance from the street. You go, there is a gate there, you go through the gate, and there is another gate, and that leads to this fort complex. And what you also see here, is the Jain temples. This complex of 7 temples that are seen here that we just visited. And this is how it looks down. So